Buenos dias. Good morning. Welcome back to the show, to Dreamer to Destino. I am your host, Julian Garcia Martinez, and it is so good to be back finally on the show. It's been probably about a week or so that we haven't had, maybe like close to 2 weeks, but that's my apologies on my end with the trip in Vegas, and then pretty much it's graduation season, man. So a lot of friends, family members are graduating, whether they're going to college or graduating from university and moving on to the next step in life. It's been a bit hectic, I'll say that for sure. So oh man, but what an exciting time I feel like right now it is. So if you guys have any family members or any loved ones that are in that stage right now where graduation season is upon you, congratulations to your family members. And I hope whether they're graduating high school or university or just moving on to the next step in life, that, you know, they kind of have an idea of what they want to do and that they're going to succeed no matter what, because it is a lot of work, as far as education goes. And it's not easy. It's not an easy road. Obviously, nothing in life is easy, but I feel like education has only gotten, with the stuff of it being super expensive, and school at this rate I feel is not for everybody. So you know you need the money, and you need the will and dedication for it. So power to everyone that's still in school and whatnot, and achieving your dreams. And I hope that with graduation, wherever you're going, that the next step in life is what you're ready for, and that I hope that you're able to thrive and keep pushing forward, man. Because oh man, I just have, I think, two special people right now that are in the process of their graduation. One of them, like I said, which I've already talked about on the show, which was the first guest, Miss Karen Arroyo just graduated from university, from Cal State, and I have a cousin of mine named Isaac Valentin. Um, he is graduating from high school and is not sure if he's going to college, but he's pretty much going to be going to a what would you call it? I guess like one of those training schools, like to learn his craft. So he's trying to get into welding. So he's going to be heading into one of those types of programs, so he can build up his craft even more than what he's doing now currently. Because right now he's doing pretty well, and it seems like he's very excited with graduation and everything. And I already know by the time he graduates and move on to the next step for his welding career, he's just gonna knock it out of the park. So, Isaac, if you're hearing this, congratulations, my boy. Very well deserved, and I can't wait to see what's next for you. So, yeah, definitely keep pushing, and as well, congratulations to Miss Karen Arroyo for your graduation at Cal State University. And I know both of you guys are gonna be doing amazing things. So definitely keep it pushing, and keep working hard, because you guys are definitely too hard to some of the hardest workers I know currently. So definitely looking forward to see what's next. And I feel like right now at the current step in life, a lot of chapters are closing right now, which is kind of fitting, especially with, I think, even the way this project is going. So for Dreamer to Destino, the road that I've had so far, and I think you could even track it from the first episode all the way up till current. So many amazing stories and people, I've been able to reconnect with, and so many interesting journeys that we have all gone through in life. And it, for me, it's been a privilege and an honor to be a part of this, a part of their lives, again. And finding out all these bad things that have happened to people, but how they come and rose up to the occasion when it mattered. And that they're still here, and that they managed to succeed, whether it's getting promotions at work, doing amazing in school and moving on to the next step, or even just having a family and whatnot. Those are all really important things, and I couldn't be happier for all of you guys. So for this, pretty much goes out to everyone that's been a guest on the show so far, and for all of you guys that have been listening, liking, commenting, and been invested in the show. Seriously, this guy, this wouldn't have been able to be possible without any of you guys. So huge shout out to you guys for making this thing possible. And I feel like we're getting close, not to the end of this project, but I guess the way I want to do things for the show, we're probably going to be taking a little break. So, probably, I think for this, I guess we'd consider it a season, right? Probably like a season type thing. So, what I want to do is up in the next upcoming weeks, I will have to take a break from the show, unfortunately, because of how busy it's been getting with the projects and like photography and stuff. It's been getting a bit hectic, and last thing I want to do is slack off on the show because of it. So I think we're already getting closer to, I think, a 12th episode. So I was thinking of going all the way up to episode 12, taking a short break, and then we'd come back stronger, and it would be considered a second season. So I'll definitely have to update all that in the episode information for you guys to check out, and especially on the YouTube thing. So you guys will definitely see a bit more stuff on there for sure. So if you haven't checked out the YouTube channel already, I'll leave a link in the notes, and it'll be in the bio, so you guys can check it out even on the IG. So yeah, so sorry, I'm telling you right now, it's just been hectic, and I wasn't even able to write a script again for this week, which is kind of funny because for the last previous ones I've been able to write something, but for this one, no. But yeah, just wanted to get that out there. So I think we're already coming up on the 12th episode. We might be at a 10 or 11, so probably the next week or so, this might be close to the end. But there's, kind of something I wanted to talk to you guys about for this week, just because this is going to go into why I'm taking a small break, and we're going to come back. So, like I said, a lot of chapters are closing and whatnot, and it's a very exciting time. And for me, one of these chapters are closing, but a new one will begin. And it's very exciting, but at the same time, kind of nerve wracking, but in a good way. I'll leave it at that. So, pretty much for those of you that don't know, which is probably the first time I'm even talking about this in general, is that obviously you guys know I am a dreamer, a DACA recipient. And for the first time ever, I will be applying for advanced parole, pretty much to leave the country, and I'll visit my grandma, who is, pretty sick at the moment, and I'm going to be applying for advanced parole pretty much in this next week or two, and start the process on that, so that way I can go see her, and then, and how do I explain this? So, for those of you guys that don't know what even advanced parole is, it's pretty much for dreamers. It's like I guess asking permission to the government for dreamers to leave the country, and it's like pretty much you have to give them a reason, right? So like, let's say whether you have a family member that's sick, dying, etc., etc. It's like a permission for you to leave the country and do, handle your business, and then you come right back. Not all cases are like that though. I guess it kind of varies, and depending on the time, they might not give you a lot. So, but a lot of dreamers, as far as I've been aware, have been doing this process, and they've been coming back. Like they've been able to see family members getting sick, or there's some other cases where I think it's like medical stuff related that they go to, and they're able to get the medical attention over there, and then they just come back, and it's very interesting. And for me, it's just more about, I guess, ending a chapter of family, especially with me trying to close the chapter and kind of being able to say goodbye to my grandfather, Marcelino. He is definitely one of the people I cherish most on the earth, and I never got to see him by the time he passed. So for me, he's definitely one of the people I hold most dear to my heart, and it sucked never being able to say goodbye. But with advanced parole, I finally have a chance, and I'm definitely going to take full advantage of it. How the process works, it's, I guess, best way, because even I don't know all the details to tell you, but I will fill you guys in as this journey goes. And whether you guys hear it on the pod or whether you guys see it on the YouTube channel, I definitely will keep you guys updated, even on Instagram too. So, like I said, that's why it's important for you guys to follow these channels and whatnot, so that way you guys get updated on this. And pretty much as far as I'm aware, it takes money and it takes paperwork. It's so so I just renewed DACA earlier this year. I think I mentioned it earlier in the pod too, in one of the episodes. But so I pretty much renewed my DACA card, whatever you want to call it, and able to renew it. So I'm here, for another 2 years, luckily. And for you to do advanced parole, I think you pretty much need. It's pretty much like money wise, almost the same as renewing it. So pretty much like, let's say $500 to $700, and then obviously depending on your reason, you need to show proof. So like for mine, my grandma's sick, so I would need to get a doctor's note from over there to be able to present here, and then after that, get all that paperwork in, and then that's when they're like, okay, so pretty much if you do get approved, then you're approved for this amount of time, and we want you back on this day or whatever the case. And like I said, not all the cases are like that. Sometimes there is, because they do like to emphasize that not all the time people can come back. And I think with the lawyer I'm talking to, he said that most of the cases he's done, he's never had anything like that. But there's always a small percentage of people not coming back, which is unfortunate. But it's kind of more like, I guess, like a gamble. So if you really need to leave, as long as you're doing what you need to do and you come back, I don't think there's any issue. Which is, I'm excited. I'm excited to finally start this process. Kind of wish I started sooner, to be honest. But I'm glad I know about it now, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna go full force with this. I want to make this a goal of making it happen in this year, so I'm definitely doing pulling all the stops I can for this, and luckily I have a amazing support system with my dad and Abigail, of course, my sister. So thank you to you guys if you guys are seeing or hearing this. So you guys have definitely been helping me a lot this year, and I couldn't be any more grateful for the support you guys have given me, especially when it comes to advanced parole. These guys are just absolutely amazing, and I couldn't be any more happier to have these guys in my corner. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be an interesting time, and like I said, I'll definitely fill you guys in the loop so that way you guys won't be left out. So that's why I'm saying kind of be a break a little bit, but not as much, because this takes a little bit of time anyway. So I'm getting more information as we go, and I'm definitely gonna start putting in the stuff for the applications and whatnot soon. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be a bit of a process, but I'm confident that I'll be able to get it done in a quick and efficient manner, and hopefully be able to hear from them soon. And they're like, all right, we got your date. You can go this time, and then just come back, whatever the case is. So oh yeah, very exciting. And yeah, like I said, it just for me, it's more about seeing my grandma, and being able to say goodbye to my grandfather, because my grandma, she hasn't been doing too well lately. Right now, she's fine. Thank God that she's okay right now. But she is, like, she's still sick. Like, I'm not saying that she's like 100% healthy, whatever the case is. She's fine enough, like, right now, and that's like perfectly fine. And oh man, yeah, I kind of, for me, it's, I guess, like a sensitive topic, just because I don't really talk about them, because for me it's like it's been years, like pretty much a really long time, since we've even seen each other, and pretty much it's all memories now. I haven't seen them in really long time, and at one point you get homesick. It's like, obviously, if you're here, if you're able to go back home with no problem, you're just able to visit your family from another country or whatever. Yeah, it's easy. But like, this is the thing about dreamers and whatnot. When they leave their homes to come here to have a better life, obviously you're doing the best you can. And majority of these families and success stories for DACA, they've been working their asses off. What people don't realize is that, it's that risk, right? You're gonna work hard, you're gonna do everything you can for the best of your family, and if you do, what about the other family you're leaving behind? And it's just stuff like that that you're like, I worked hard, I've done everything I can here, and you know, I'm doing great. But at the same time, you're like, oh, man, you just kind of get that homesick, and it's like you wish you could, you'd be like able to be like a citizen, right? Like travel, come back at least for a vacation, be able to see them and whatnot. But that's not always the case. But luckily, advanced parole has, given people the opportunity that are dreamers and DACA recipients to go over there and come back. I'm not saying you can do that every time, but like I said, for me, it's just more. How do I put it? For me, it's more, as long as I just get one opportunity to see them, for me, that's more than enough. Like, I understand why, obviously, and we've talked about it in the episode with Karen. So if you guys haven't heard any of the DACA stuff, I would heavily suggest watching hearing the first episode on Spotify, because on YouTube we did not do that on video, unfortunately. So yeah, if you guys haven't heard that, go ahead and check out the first episode. Really heavy, but very very nice, and we definitely go into a lot of DACA. So if you want to know more, that would be the place to check out. And I guess just doing some research of your own if you're really curious. But that's the thing I love about and appreciate about this program that me and people like Karen are in, is just that we've been given an opportunity to work, go to school, and whatnot, and we're making the most out of these opportunities. And for me, it's just, yeah, like even the opportunity to go home just to go to Oaxaca and go see my grandma and grandfather. For me, that would just be the best thing ever. And it's like, it would be like a huge weight off my shoulders that I was able to see them before they pass. Because last thing you want to do is put in all this hard work and stuff, and then you did this, and then when it came down to it, your loved ones, you weren't even able to see them before they pass. It's like you don't want to regret it, pretty much. And that's kind of the journey I'm on, is that I don't want to regret anything. So, and pretty much for me, is with how special my grandma is, that would be my one regret. If, like, with all this work and stuff I'm doing and I wouldn't even be able to see her, that would be my one regret. So yeah, I'm definitely doing everything I can to go see her. And yeah, we've talked on the phone before, and I kid you not, it was probably one of the hardest conversations to be on the phone with her. So I remember just telling her like how much I missed her and loved her, and it had been quite a bit of time. So like I said, my mom and dad were divorced, and obviously with me like going through stuff in life and whatnot, and work, there wasn't really time for me to talk to my grandmother. And there was a time we finally got to reconnect and like talk. And I'm like, I just remember I think she was sick too, so that's why I had called her. I'm like, Grandma, look, hey, like, it's gonna be okay. I'm here for you. Abby's here for you. If you ever need anything, like, please don't hesitate to reach out. And I remember her saying, she was pretty much crying. She was like, and I guess I'll say this right now because I don't want anyone else calling me this. So my grandma has a name for me because my father's name is also Julian. So pretty much, I guess in perspective, I would be Junior, right? So like Julian Junior and then Julian Senior, whatever the case is. But the way my family, we get separated is pretty much my dad would be Julian, and when I was little, pretty much I would be separated. I would be Juliancito, and that's what some members of my family would call me, and my grandma would always call me Juliancito. So on the phone, she was pretty much Juliancito, like, is that really you and whatnot? And of course, me grandma's, and I just remember she was like, look, she was pretty much like bawling her eyes. She was like, I really miss you. I wish you were here with me, and like, and all these things. And oh man, I just felt it's hard to hear. I think it's hard to hear from a loved one that saying that they miss you and they love you and that they wish you were there. And like I said, if I was like I said, if I don't regret being in this program. This like kind of the way you guys are thinking. They're like, well, kind of sounds like he's regretting. Like, nah, it's like being in this program for me is amazing. I don't regret it, but it's not like being a citizen, right? Like if it was the same case as a citizen, I'd be like, I would have just done it. I've gotten a ticket and immediately gone to her. But, there's a process to these things, and there's a huge process to this, and it takes time. And luckily, right now, I'm in the process of starting, so um, I'm doing everything I can so that way by the time everything works out, I'm able to see her. I just don't want to be at that point where it's too late, and then I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. But with this journey I've been on, I've been very fortunate. Like I said, with reconnecting everyone, um, all my fellow friends and whatnot, it's been such an honor. And I just want to do everything I can, especially now at this stage for advanced parole. Yeah, I just want to go as far as I can, get all the paperwork, and then pretty much get approved, and just see her one final time, even if it's one opportunity. Just get that one opportunity and let that be the end of it. But I want to work hard towards that opportunity, and I have. And luckily, in this venture, I'm not alone, so I have some support. Luckily, so it's definitely gonna be a bit of a journey, but like I said, I'll definitely keep you guys posted on the process and whatnot. And then if I get approved, luckily, then it'll definitely happen. I'll definitely probably take one of my cameras so that way you guys can see the journey of all this payoff. But yeah, so this should happen like the next week or two of us, me and the lawyer setting everything up, and then yeah, but we should be hearing from them soon and getting the appointment, the pricing, and all that. Paperwork. You know how it is with legal stuff. It just takes time, but yeah, I'm doing everything I can, and then yeah, like I said, once it gets to episode 12, which I think we're on episode 10 or 11, so pretty much in the next week or two, we're about to wrap up here just for a little bit, and I promise I'll be back for sure. Uh, Trying to see if there's anything else coming up that I'm trying to get over with. Nah, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's pretty much more of an update. But yeah, like I said, a lot of chapters are closing with these graduations and whatnot. Like depending on where you're at in life, you might have a chapter you're closing on your own. But for me, yeah, this is definitely one of those chapters that is closing up, but a new one's beginning, and it's an exciting time for sure. So it's going to be a lot of hard work, but it's very exciting at the same time because a lot of adventures, a lot of concerts, shows, whatever you do. For me, it's like probably more concerts lining up for the rest of this year, and I guess I didn't mention that. Yeah, that I'm going to another concert soon. I think it's next month already, coming up in June. We're gonna be going to a Junior H concert, which is gonna be in Chula Vista, I think. I think my friend has more of the details, but yeah, pretty much next month, Junior H is coming to San Diego, and me and a couple of my buddies, we went there. I think last year we went to one of his shows and had a really good time, and we're pretty much running it back, just kind of like Signal World, I guess, which is pretty funny of its own. That majority of these concerts are kind of repeating themselves, and I'm getting to, you know, relive it again, which is going to be an exciting time. And yeah, definitely. So a lot of stuff lined up, and I couldn't be any more happier. So yeah, I guess with this note, I guess I'll leave it off at that. and then yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated on any news and events. So if you guys haven't already, let me go ahead and put you on so that way you guys can follow everything. So we do have an Instagram page. It's at Dreamer to Destino all together. Pretty much no space, no nothing, just Dreamer to Destino all together. On YouTube, you can easily look for the page as well. Dreamer to Destino. It'll, if you're just, I guess, wanting to not putting all that work and typing it in, just look for the IG first, and on the bio for the IG, there's links for the Spotify version, and then there's links for the YouTube channel. So that way you guys can keep up to date. But I always tend to plug in the Instagram a bit more because everything's on there. So yeah, definitely check it out. Ways to support the show. Don't forget on Spotify, if you guys, all I ask is that you leave a 5-star rating review and follow the page so that way you guys get up to date on new episodes when they come out. And as far as the YouTube channel goes, if you can, just leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That way you guys get up to date on new episodes for the video versions and any updates and smaller videos like shorts and stuff that I would put on the channel. But yeah, that'll pretty much be it's for me this week, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. Hope you guys had a great graduation. Hope you guys have a great I already forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, hope you guys have a good rest of your week and whatnot. And yeah, until next time, I'll keep you guys updated once again. But yeah, I will catch you guys later. So hasta luego, adios.